Latisha Scott has just dropped a shocking truth that will shake the entire Scott family. She has revealed that her husband, Marsau Scott, has been having a secret affair. But that is not all. Leticia has also discovered that there is a new baby, Mama, in the picture. This news has left everyone speechless. If you ever thought reality television did not have enough drama, think again. This scandal has everything: betrayal, lies, and shocking secrets. You will not want to miss a single detail. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, I will never miss the latest drama, gossip, or shocking scandals. Today, we have a bombshell story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Latisha Scott, one of the biggest stars from the hit reality show. Latisha Scott, the 43-year-old star of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, has finally exposed her husband, Marsau Scott, in a way that no one expected. This revelation has shocked everyone. There are a lot of double standards in Marsau's circle. Morel is someone who speaks loudly and has many rules, but some of them might not be fair. Marsau, who always appeared confident and presented a strong family image, has just had his whole world turned upside down. Leticia has uncovered his secret affair, and what makes this even more shocking is that he has also been caught with a new baby. This truth has shaken the Scott family, and people are left wondering what will happen next. Marsau Scott's betrayal is not just about being unfaithful. Leticia's revelations go much deeper. She has uncovered a marriage filled with lies, dishonesty, and broken trust. This shocking truth has left everyone in disbelief. In this video, we will break down the timeline of events. You will learn the shocking details of Marsau's affair and the emotional journey Leticia has gone through as she faces the painful truth about her husband's betrayal. But that is not all. This story is far from over, and there are still many surprises ahead. You will not want to miss the unbelievable events that will leave you completely speechless. Stay tuned as we uncover every detail of this jaw-dropping scandal. We will look at how the cast, the fans, and of course, Marsau himself, have reacted to this shocking news. Stay with us as we uncover every detail. It all began when Latisha Scott bravely confronted Marsau about his alleged affair. For years, fans have speculated about problems in the Scott family, especially when it comes to Marsau's loyalty, love, and marriage. Huntsville viewers are no strangers to Marsau's bold attitude and the constant rumors surrounding his marriage, but the truth remained hidden until Leticia finally spoke out. After facing years of doubt and struggle, she has now exposed everything. Leticia has been through a lot, and her journey has been filled with pain, betrayal, and shocking discoveries. Throughout her marriage, Leticia always stood by her husband. She supported him against all accusations of cheating, lying, and dishonesty. No matter the ups and downs, she remained loyal to him. Marsau was always careful in handling public attention. He managed to keep people focused on other things and away from his personal life. Whenever questions about his loyalty came up, Leticia always defended him and tried to make the situation seem less serious. But now, everything has changed. The truth is finally out, and it has shaken their marriage in a way no one expected. Still, sources close to the couple revealed that behind closed doors, their marriage was not as perfect as it seemed. The cracks had already started to show. From late-night phone calls to sudden disappearances, Leticia began to notice things that did not make sense. There were small signs that Morel was keeping secrets, but she tried to ignore them at first. The real shock came when Leticia found something on Marsau's phone, messages that were never meant for her to see. These messages exposed everything. Marsau had been caught through his own words, and there was no way to hide the truth anymore. Marsau was not just talking to another woman, he was deeply involved with someone who was not his wife. But that was not even the most shocking part. The messages on his phone revealed an even bigger secret. It was not just about cheating. There was another woman in his life, and she had given birth to his child. This revelation had many layers, each more shocking than the last. Leticia always believed that her husband was fully committed to their family. But this new information told a completely different story. Marsau was not just unfaithful, he had been living a double life. His affair was not a one-time mistake. It had been going on for months. But what is even more shocking than Marsau's betrayal is the identity of the woman involved in this affair. Stay with us as we uncover who this new baby mama is and how she is connected to the Scott family. You will not want to miss this twist. As Leticia continued digging into her husband's affair, the truth took unexpected turns. Nobody could have seen this coming. She refused to stop searching for answers, and what she found changed everything. After following the clues, Leticia finally discovered the woman behind Marsau's betrayal. Her name had been whispered around Huntsville for a long time, but nobody had ever publicly revealed who she really was. Until now, the woman was not just anyone. She was someone from their close inner circle. In a shocking twist, she had managed to keep her identity hidden for a long time. Leticia had actually known this woman for years. She was not a stranger. She was part of their social group, attending family gatherings, events, and even spending time with both Marsau and Leticia on many occasions. This revelation was not just about an affair. It was even more heartbreaking because Leticia had trusted this woman. They had shared moments as friends, and Leticia never suspected anything. To make things even worse, the woman had been carrying Marsau's child for several months before the truth finally came out. The betrayal ran deeper than Leticia could have ever imagined. Leticia felt like this truth had hit her like tons of bricks. It was not just an affair, it was a betrayal from someone who had been so close to their family. Marsau, the man she trusted, and the father of her children, had done the unthinkable. But what made it even worse was the question that haunted Leticia. How had this woman managed to keep such a huge secret right in front of her? But the scandal did not end there. Marsau had not only been unfaithful with this woman, he had also been actively hiding her pregnancy. When the affair was finally exposed, it became clear that Marsau had gone to great lengths to keep everything a secret. This was not just about cheating. It was a well-planned scheme. Marsau had carefully hidden the affair and the baby mama from Leticia, and she would have never known if she had not found those messages. His actions showed a level of dishonesty, far beyond simple cheating. This was manipulation. This was deception. The true shock was not just for Leticia. When the news broke, the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville cast was left stunned. Even Melody and others could not believe what had happened. Marsau had always been seen as the strong and dependable husband, someone who seemed like he could do no wrong. But behind that perfect image, a much darker truth was unfolding. The real question now is, what will Leticia do next? How will she handle the shocking truth of her husband's betrayal and the deep betrayal of someone she once called a friend? How will the rest of the cast react when this news spreads? Will Leticia confront Marsau in the strongest way possible, or will she finally find the courage to walk away from a marriage built on lies? You will not want to miss what happens next. Trust me, things are about to get even more intense. Leticia's world has been completely shattered, and it is not just her. This revelation has shaken their entire circle of friends, family, and supporters. Everyone is in shock after learning the truth about Marsau's affair. Leticia had always taken pride in keeping her marriage strong and showing a united front. But now, she found herself trapped in a storm of emotions: shock, betrayal, and deep heartache. Her response, however, was just as shocking as the revelation itself. Instead of following the usual path of quiet suffering or a forced public reconciliation, Leticia made a bold choice. She decided to face the truth head-on. She refused to hide behind excuses or pretend everything was fine. Instead, she exposed Marsau for the years of lies and dishonesty he had carefully built. Leticia did not stay silent. She went public with her truth, control of her own story, and refusing to let Marsau's lies define her. In an emotional and heartfelt Instagram post that was watched by people all over the world, Leticia shared her truth. She did not hold back. She let her followers see her pain, her anger, and her deep sense of betrayal. But more than that, she made one thing very clear: she would not be a victim in this situation. Leticia's choice to speak out gave her strength, but it also put her in a difficult position with Marsau. By revealing the truth, She was not just exposing his lies. She was taking a stand. She was taking control of her life. Leticia took control of her story, allowing her supporters to see her healing journey. Everything had changed between her and Marsau. Marsau, who had always been a man of few words when it came to his emotions, now found himself unable to handle the fallout from his own actions. His once confident and smooth attitude had crumbled. In its place were guilt, regret, and defensiveness. What was once a marriage built on trust and shared goals now seemed broken beyond repair. Marsau tried to apologize, but his words felt empty. He made weak attempts to fix things, but Leticia was not fooled. She had overlooked things for years, but this time was different. The level of lies and betrayal left her completely shocked. His excuses meant nothing now. No matter how much he tried to explain, the man she thought she knew was gone. In his place stood a stranger, someone who had broken the most sacred trust between them. Leticia stayed strong. She refused to accept any more lies or excuses. But this was not just about her pain. The impact of the affair went far beyond her own feelings. Their children were now affected. The entire family had changed forever with the arrival of a new baby. Shock, but their closest friends and family were also witnessing the pain unfold. The woman Marsau had tried so hard to keep a secret was now at the center of everything. In an emotional moment caught on camera, Leticia could no longer hold back. She completely broke down as she spoke about how the affair had hurt their children. Her voice shook as she described the pain of explaining this situation to them. No matter how much she wanted to protect them, there was no way to hide the truth. The sadness in her eyes made it clear. This was not something she could ignore. Marsau's actions had shattered their family, and now Leticia was left to pick up. The broken pieces also changed completely. Many had once seen Marsau as a strong and dependable husband, but now his reputation was in ruins. Leticia's closest friends were watching closely, eager to see what she would do next. Would she fight for her marriage, standing by the man who had betrayed her? Or would she walk away, choosing a future free of lies and deception? During this painful time, the support of Melody, Martel, and others in her circle became more important than ever. Some friends stood by her side, offering comfort and strength. Others questioned whether Marsau's actions were something she could ever truly forgive. The public opinion of Marsau had also shifted. Once admired as a devoted husband, he was now viewed as someone who had destroyed his own family with dishonesty. Pain of betrayal was not enough. The revelation of a new child made everything even worse. The weight of the media coverage was heavier on Marsau than ever before. His once strong and confident image was now shattered. The world was watching, waiting, to see what would happen next. Would Leticia finally decide to walk away from her marriage, leaving behind the pain and dishonesty? Or would she find a way to forgive Marsau for his terrible betrayal? One thing was certain: this scandal had changed everything. Nothing would ever be the same again. Stay tuned, because the next chapter in this story is about to become even more intense, a long time. This was not just a careless mistake. It was a deep betrayal that had been going on for months, maybe even years. Leticia, who had already been struggling with the pain of Marsau's affair, now had to face the awful truth that her husband had started a new family with another woman. And worse, this woman was not a stranger. She was someone who had been a part of their lives, someone Marsau had known well. The scandal was no longer just about cheating. It was about trust, deception, and a carefully hidden secret that had now been exposed. Leticia was left to deal with the pieces of a marriage that had been built on lies. Stay tuned, because the next part of this shocking story is only getting more intense. A familiar face within their close circle. The level of deception was shocking. Leticia was overwhelmed with emotions as she realized that this was not just about an affair. It was about Marsau allowing another woman into their life, all while keeping it a secret. And now, she was carrying his child. The pressure of the situation kept growing, especially as people became desperate to know the identity of this woman. At first, her name was hidden, but it did not take long before the truth came out. The woman, known as Tisha, was not just a random person. She had been around them for years, attending family events and social gatherings. This revelation made everything even worse. Leticia was not only dealing with a broken marriage, but also the harsh reality that someone she had once trusted had betrayed her in the worst way. The scandal was only getting deeper, and the question remained, what would Leticia do next, with Marsau long before Leticia found out? Had she knowingly carried on the affair, or was she also deceived by Marsau's lies? These were the questions everyone wanted answers to. For Leticia, the pain was unbearable. She had always believed in Marsau's loyalty, but now, looking back, she could see the truth. The late-night calls, the unexplained absences, and the way Marsau would dismiss any questions, everything made sense now. He had been living a double life, and she had been too blinded by love and trust to see it. On the other hand, Tasha was not pleased about being thrown into the spotlight. She had stayed away from the media for years, but now, with the scandal exposed, she was at the center of it all. Every detail of her life was under intense scrutiny, not just by the media, but also by fans and even Leticia herself. Leticia was left wondering how deep the deception truly went. Was this just a mistake, or had Marsau been building a secret life with Tasha all along? The truth was still unfolding, and nothing would ever be the same again. Betrayal had gone. Marsau had not just been unfaithful, he had built a life with another woman right under Leticia's nose. The affair was not a fleeting mistake, but something that had lasted for months, maybe even years. Leticia struggled with a mix of emotions, anger, humiliation, and heartbreak. She had always defended Marsau against rumors, stood by him when people questioned his loyalty, and believed in their marriage. But now, everything she had fought for seemed like a lie. Tasha, on the other hand, could no longer hide in the shadows. Whether she had been deceived by Marsau or knowingly taken part in the affair, she was now in the middle of a scandal that had shaken everyone. Her name was now tied to one of the biggest betrayals in Huntsville. Leticia knew that no matter what happened next, nothing would ever be the same again. The truth was out, and now, it was time for her to decide what to do with it. Betrayal had spread deep, and as the dust settled, it was clear that Marsau's life was falling apart. His public image was destroyed, his marriage to Leticia was hanging by a thread, and now he had to face the truth about the child he had fathered with another woman. The damage was done, and no amount of apologies could erase what had happened. His actions were catching up to him, and he was beginning to feel the weight of his choices. Could he fix what he had broken, or had he gone too far to turn back? Leticia was now at a crossroads. Would she stay with her husband for the sake of their family, or would she make the painful choice to walk away and start fresh? Tasha also had her own battles to face. How would she deal with the chaos that had taken over her life? And what would happen when Marsau was forced to choose between two women? The answers were still unknown, but one thing was certain: this story was far from over. Stay tuned, because the next chapter will reveal even more shocking truths.